Hi, I'm Penny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do my hair dye video and show you all how I dye my hair. Now, disclaimer, I am not, nor have I ever been, a hairdresser. Ever. Never trained, never studied, nothing. I just do my hair and Lucy's hair. Yeah, so this is not a tutorial. Nothing like that. This is just how I achieve the result that I want. You'll see by the thumbnail the result. And this is what we're starting with. You know, my hair's up. It's a mess. As you can see, it's all different colours and varying shades of grey. Right? I am going to be putting on Schwarzkopf Live Blonde just on the front. And then I'm going to be putting on this on the back where it's darker, and then on the front where it's blonde I'm going to put this. It's lilac, it's called Lilac, it's by Directions. Yeah, so I thought I'd put that on. I do normally mix it with the cerise, but I think this time, just this time, I'm going to go with just the lilac and see what happens. Just see what happens. If you see me looking over here, it's because I have a mirror, and I'm going to be having to use the mirror to be able to section my hair. So you'll be able to see what I'm doing, but I will be looking not at the camera, in the mirror. Okay, I'll show you how I start by sectioning my hair, and then I will be filming the process, but there will be some time delays and I will go away and wash it off and then come back and that sort of thing. So yeah, hopefully what will feel like a few minutes to you, you'll see the end result. What will probably feel like an eternity for me, I will be dyeing my hair. Okay, right, first thing I do is I just brush all my hair back so that there's no knots all the way through it. It desperately needs a cut, which I will be getting done in a couple of weeks. Just wait for money to come in and then we can afford to do all that. Then I take my comb and comb it down. Now this is the bit that's fiddly for me. Sort of go in with the tail of it and come behind my ear and separate it. Now I'm going to have quite a lot of dark in here because I'm actually going to make it just a little bit more prominent, especially on this side, because I've noticed it's uneven. So it's more on, there's more in the other side than in this side. So there's that. There. Let's have a look. Are we even this side? We are getting there, we are getting there. It's really hard to see when you've got all your hair in front of your face and you're trying to look. Right, now I've taken too much this side, so I'll brush it all forward and then I'll go back in with the tail like that and then separate some of this darker stuff out because there's too much now. But I do want it a little bit more for the summer. I just want a little bit more of it. Let's have a look. How are we doing? No, we are nowhere near even. That can go back. This is not an exact science. I am not excellent at this. I am not saying this is how you do it. I am saying this is how I do it. Like I said, not a tutorial. I'm not trained enough in anything to do tutorials. It's just something that I do. Right, let's have a look. Now, that's what I've done. It's not going to be as even as, you know, someone who likes perfect hair does, but that's good enough for me. So I'm just going to stick that there and clip it. Then I'm going to get the rest of my hair, the rest of this, because we're not doing that yet. We'll do that when we put the darker colour. We literally just bleach him first. So I've got just a hair toggle, just to there, tie that back so it's out of the way. Right, then what we do is we have to make up the sachets. Now, I know a lot of people hate box dye. I'm not one of them. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's ideal for people like me who haven't got a bloody clue. So, we put the developer. I've got gloves, they will go on in a minute. Put this in here. I've got my bowl. You don't have to use a bowl with these ones. They've got the bottles and the funny spout thing, but I'm only doing a little bit, and that's not as accurate. Put teeth in and start again, Penny. Not as accurate as I'd like it. So yeah. Do that one. Then you've got your lightening powder. This is the lightening powder, yes. Going to pause you 1 second. And we're back. Right, I'm just going to take all my jewellery off. I'm going to take my rings off because I wear quite a few, but they don't need to be covered in bleach and hair dye. I mean, they'd be alright, but I prefer not. It's easier with the gloves. Now, I buy my own gloves. I use them for a lot of things, but they come in really handy for doing things like this. The ones you get in the boxes, they're not great, and I prefer these. I could link them down below. I got them just got them from Amazon. They're nothing special. And then for mixing, I have got some brushes. This is the one I'm going to use for now because it's small and I need to get it quite precise, but this is the one I'll use later on. So yeah, let's just put that in there. Mix all that lightening stuff in. I'm not going to use all this bleach, this, you know, and I won't leave it on for the full 45 minutes. I don't need to. My hair lightens pretty easily using this stuff. I know they say don't put it on at the root first, but most of mine is, it's a root touch-up basically. I'm just adding a few longer bits in. And I don't need it to be platinum blonde. I don't need it to be that dark because I'm colouring it on top. So as long as it's lifted beyond sort of orange, I'll be fine. That's all I need. This lifts my hair really well, really well. So yeah, I will start the longer lengths that I'm just putting in. But I will also fold it all up so it's all close to my head. So it'll all get the heat of my head pretty much the same. Yeah, so that's just what I do. That's just what I do. While I'm mixing this up, I hope you're enjoying the video. If you would give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below and turn on notifications. I keep forgetting to tell you about the notifications. Turn on notifications just so you're notified of every single time I upload a video, which seems to be fairly often, but it will slow down a bit and then speed up again depending on, you know, the ideas I've got. If anyone else has any ideas on anything they'd like to see, if they could put it in the comments, that'd be fantastic. If you've got any questions, I've been asked to do a video on my gastric bypass, and if any of you have got any questions at all about that, about the weight loss, anything like that, feel free. If any of you have got any questions or anything you want to know about fibromyalgia, feel free. Feel free to ask, and I'll probably, to be honest with you, I'll probably incorporate it into one video. Right, here we go. If you see, I've got quite a few longer bits here in now that are dark, so I'm going to start with those. it's all nicely mixed up, see? And then we're going to just get a tiny piece and just coat it in the bleach. The trick with bleach is to make sure you saturate it. Make sure it's really covered. That's nowhere near enough. So yeah, we basically want it to look blue, like the oh god, the bleach. There, that's better. That's more like it. We're getting more on now. Now you probably should put some sort of stuff around your hair to protect your skin. I don't. I've used this particular brand and this particular colour so many times, I know that I'm okay with it. It's pretty much the only bleach I use. I know that it's okay on my skin if I was to accidentally get it there, so I'm not that worried. Let's get this bit here. Right, as you can see, I've put that all over the front, and I'm gonna go off camera now, sort myself out, set a timer, and I'll be back. Well, it'll be a couple of seconds for you. It'll be probably 20 minutes, 25 minutes for me. I'll have washed this off by then though. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Hi, yep, right, well, it's time to wash it off. As you can see, it has changed colour. I will wash it off and I will come back to you. Okay, bye. Right, so I've rinsed that out. As you can see, there are a few dark bits in there, but I'm not bothered because it's going a dark purple. So I just need the majority of it to be blonde, which it is. You can see the roots have gone. You know, there's a few bits at the back here that they're sort of a lighter blonde. They look darker because they're wet still, and on camera they're coming across darker than they are. But I'm going to hair dry it now, so I won't subject you to that. So the next time you see me, it'll be dry. Right, so it's dry. There we go. That's what that looks like. So I'm going to go away now and just mix up the colour sort the colour out to go on, and put some gloves on, and I'll be back. Right, so this is what it looks like. Where's me? Here it is. Got my brush, and I'm just gonna go and get my bowl. Hold on, 1 second. Forgot the bowl. Got my bowl. I'm just gonna put some of that in here. Just because the pot itself is too small for me to get my brush in. Plus I like to mix it a bit because it does sort of settle a bit. And yeah, we're just going to paint it on. We're just going to smother. If you look, there are some darker bits, but you can see it is blonde. It's just a dark blonde. So, you know, and that's, considering how dark the dye is, it should be fine. It should be absolutely fine. So we're just going to start off painting this on close there. Just like that. And then I'm going to carry on with the application. I'm going to speed this up so you can see it, but it won't take, you know, forever. And you can watch me smother my hair in this. Okay. That's the purple on, and now I'm gonna go and mix up the dark brown, and I will be back. Okay, right, this is the brown. This one I use in this because it's got to go on the back. It's just easier to do it that way. You get the colour cream in here, a sachet of conditioner, and you do get gloves. But yeah, this again, I've used this one quite a few times. It's not my regular one, but it is the one that I've used if I can't get hold of my regular one. So again, I know that I'm not allergic because I've used it loads of times. I usually use a L'Oreal one, but I couldn't get hold of it, so I thought I would try this one again. I mean, I used it years ago, and well, I've used it probably not the last couple of times, but the time before that. So I know it's fairly recent, probably in the last 6-8 months I've used it. So it should be absolutely fine. I'm not overly bothered. I've been, touch wood, never reacted to a hair dye, and I've been dyeing my hair myself for probably 30 years, since I was in school. I'll just shake it up. Whoa. Yeah. Right, then you just snap the bit off the top. Once it's all mixed up, just another mix. There, right, and then let's start. Let's take the bobble out and just brush it through. You're probably going to say to me, Penny, you should section. I probably should. I probably should. I do probably 2 sections, not more than that. It's all just going to go on, and I don't have loads of hair to do it, so I just put a bit in my hand and then go in. We go. My hair is dark anyway. It is dark brown anyway, for the most part. It's got some red in it, but I just use this just to, well, take the red out because it doesn't go with the purple or the pink. I don't particularly like it, and especially in the summer I have a tendency to go sort of gingery, and it just doesn't suit me. It washes me out. So yeah, I don't tend to use, you know, to let it stay natural. Plus I've got too many greys these days. There's too much grey in my hair, you know. 46 this month. So yeah, wrong side of 40 these days. Wrong side of 45 even. Been the wrong side of 40 for a long time. You see, like that's covered, and I've only used a little bit. I'm gonna bit more. But yeah, my hair is it's quite fine these days. Once upon a time I'd need 2 of these bottles to do my hair. Now I barely need 1. Especially with me only doing part of it, like at the back, you know. As long as I get most of the roots done, it's not really a problem, because the rest of the hair is actually dyed that colour anyway, so it just needs a freshen. There, and that is part 2 done. So yeah, right, we're all done there. I'm going to go away again because that's going to need to marinate for, probably should have looked that up, it's usually about 35 minutes. There we go. Regrowth, about 30 minutes, yeah. Yeah, between 30 and 45 minutes. Mine's for regrowth, so probably just leave it on for 30. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to rinse it all off, and then I'll come down, I will style it and everything, and the next time you see me, I should be looking fabulous. We can live in hope. Yeah, it turns out it went wrong. Let me put the ring light on. There we go. As you can see, it's gone kind of, well, it looks purple on the camera, but it's not. It's actually like a silvery blue. So we're going to have to fix it. I've got pink. Got my cerise pink, and I've got, this is the colour I used. I'm going to mix the two together and redo it. And hopefully, this time, it will come out the pink that I want. Okay, so I will be back in 2 seconds. I'm just going to go and mix the dye together, get some gloves on again, and then we'll go from there. Right, I'm going to section the hair off again. So, here we go. It's not as easy to do once it's done. Right. You'll probably see that I'm getting some of the brown in it. It's very hard for me. I can't, because I can't see it properly from above, sort of thing. And I want to make sure I get all of that blue in. It doesn't matter to me if there's a bit of brown in, because it won't really show the pink colour anyway. That's just how it works, sort of thing. So yeah, let's have a look here. Right. I'll come back when I've done this bit because the ring light's throwing me off. Right. It's all mixed up. Look, got my concoction. Okay, let's see if we can go about rectifying this monstrosity. Most of this will be on a time lapse. I'll let you see what I'm doing, but it'll be on a time lapse. So I will speak again in a minute. definitely needed a lot less of the pink than I did the purple to get the same coverage. The purple, I used the whole one. The pink one, I've used hardly any, even though I've put like a spoon of the purple one in. And I've had to put probably the spoon of the purple one back. I did not need anywhere near as much of the pink to cover my hair, which is why it lasts so long. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go and yeah, I've got to tidy all this up and clean my hands, and I will see you in a bit. Right, okay, so that's been on for about 20 minutes. That's usually about how long it takes to cook. And so I'm going to go off. I'm going to rinse it all off and style my hair and put on a bit of slap because I'm off out for dinner tonight. So hopefully by the time I come back, I can get rid of the pink on my nose and all around my hair. And hopefully this time it won't look awful. I mean, you live in hope, don't you? Let's see in a minute. And we're back. And this is the final look. This is what it's turned out like. I'm very happy. It's a nice, vibrant pink. I did want purple. And it's a light pinky purpley colour. I'm very happy with it. And yeah, so that will conclude my "This is how I do my hair" video. Went a bit wrong, went a bit right, all those things in between. So yeah, if you did like the video, I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up. Subscribe down below, turn on the notification bell so that you're notified of every single time that I upload. And hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.